Satchel Paige is the most enigmatic figure in baseball history. His life was a mesmerizing blend of athletic genius and racial turmoil. Witness the unbridled brilliance of a man who defied time conventions and his own destiny. As we explore the twists and turns of his remarkable story, you'll discover that Satchel Paige's life was a rich tapestry woven from threads of athletic genius, racial turmoil, and unrelenting determination. Born on July 7, 1906, in Mobile, Alabama, Leroy Robert Paige, later known to the world as Satchel, entered a society where the harsh realities of racism and segregation would shape his destiny. His early life was marked by the kind of poverty and hardship that could have easily derailed his future. But it was within this challenging environment that the seeds of his greatness were sown. The youngest of 12 children to John and Lula Paige, Satchel grew up in a family that, despite its economic struggles, valued education and encouraged its children to pursue their passions. The historical context of Satchel's early years is crucial to understanding the man he would become. The early 20th century was a time of great racial tension in the United States, with segregation and Jim Crow laws dictating every aspect of life for African Americans. Baseball, too, was segregated, with black players relegated to the Negro Leagues, a system that, while providing opportunities for talented athletes like Satchel, also underscored the deep-seated racial divisions of the time. Satchel's introduction to baseball came at a young age, and it was an encounter that would change his life forever. He fashioned his first ball out of rags and twine, and with a broom handle for a bat, he began to practice, driven by an innate talent and a fierce dedication. His natural ability quickly became apparent, and by the time he was a teenager, Satchel was playing for the Mobile Tigers, a local black team. The formative years of Satchel Paige were not just about baseball. They were also about resilience and adaptation in the face of adversity. Growing up in a segregated society taught him to navigate complex social dynamics and to find ways to excel despite the obstacles placed before him. His family, particularly his mother, Lula, played a pivotal role in instilling in him a strong sense of self-worth and the belief that he could overcome any challenge through hard work and determination. As Satchel entered his late teens, his talent on the baseball field began to attract attention beyond Mobile. In 1924, at the age of 18, he joined the Chattanooga Black Lookouts of the Negro Southern League, marking the beginning of a professional career that would span decades and take him to the pinnacle of success in the baseball world. This move not only signaled the start of his journey as a professional athlete, but also thrust him into a broader world where his talent, personality, and racial identity would intersect in complex and often challenging ways. The early 1920s were a time of great change for Satchel Paige, both on and off the field. As he traveled with his team, competing against other talented black players, he began to realize the vast potential that lay before him. However, this period was also marked by personal challenges, including run-ins with the law and difficulties in his family life, which would test his resolve and force him to confront the harsh realities of his world. As Satchel Paige navigated the complexities of his early professional career, he found himself at the forefront of a baseball revolution, one that would challenge the very fabric of the sport and society. The year 1926 marked a significant turning point for Satchel as he joined the Birmingham Black Barons, a team that would become a staple of the Negro Leagues. It was during this period that his exceptional talent began to garner widespread attention, with his blazing fastball and pinpoint control earning him the nickname, the greatest pitcher in the game. One of the most defining moments of Satchel's career came on August 1, 1930, when he pitched for the Birmingham Black Barons against the Memphis Red Sox. In a performance that would become the stuff of legend, Satchel struck out 17 batters, setting a new single-game record for the Negro Leagues. This electrifying display of pitching prowess not only solidified his reputation as one of the greatest pitchers in the game, but also caught the attention of Major League scouts, who began to take notice of the talented young hurler from Alabama. Satchel's success on the mound was matched by his charismatic personality off the field. He became known for his flamboyant style, which included flashy clothes, a love of fine cars, and a penchant for storytelling that would regale teammates and opponents alike. His relationships with contemporaries like Josh Gibson, the legendary catcher, and Buck Leonard, the talented first baseman, were particularly notable, as they formed a core group of players who would dominate the Negro Leagues for years to come. In 1932, he suffered a serious arm injury that threatened to derail his career, but through rigorous rehabilitation and determination, he managed to regain his form. This period also saw him become embroiled in a series of high-profile contract disputes with team owners, who sought to exploit his talent for their own gain. Despite these challenges, Satchel persevered, using his platform to advocate for better pay and working conditions for black players. In 1936, Satchel Paige joined the Pittsburgh Crawfords, one of the most dominant teams in the Negro Leagues. It was during this period that he formed a close bond with Gus Greenlee, the team's owner, who became a mentor and father figure to the young pitcher. Under Greenlee's guidance, Satchel's career flourished as he led the Crawfords to multiple championships and established himself as one of the most dominant pitchers in the game. One of the most memorable moments of Satchel's career came on September 10, 1939, when he pitched for the Crawfords against the New York Cubans in the Negro League World Series. In a thrilling performance, Satchel struck out 19 batters, leading his team to a 2-1 victory and cementing his reputation as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history. This iconic game would go down in legend, with many considering it one of the greatest performances by any pitcher in the history of the sport. As the 1940s dawned, Satchel Paige found himself at the pinnacle of his career, with his name on the lips of every baseball fan from the Negro Leagues to the Major Leagues. His performances on the mound continued to awe and inspire, with his unique blend of speed, control, and showmanship making him a must-see attraction. In 1941, he joined the Kansas City Monarchs, one of the most storied franchises in the Negro Leagues, and quickly became the team's ace pitcher. Under the guidance of manager Frank Duncan, Satchel led the Monarchs to multiple championships, including the 1942 Negro League World Series title. One of the most significant events of Satchel's career occurred on October 24, 1945, when he pitched for the Kansas City Monarchs against the Homestead Grays in a game that would be remembered as one of the greatest in Negro Leagues history. In front of a packed crowd at Yankee Stadium, Satchel faced off against the legendary Josh Gibson, with the two superstars engaging in a thrilling duel that saw Satchel emerge victorious, striking out 15 batters and leading the Monarchs to a 4-1 win. Satchel's success on the field was matched by his growing influence off it. He became a vocal advocate for the rights of black players, using his platform to speak out against racism and segregation in baseball. In 1946, he joined forces with Jackie Robinson, who had just broken the color barrier with the Brooklyn Dodgers, to form a barnstorming team that would tour the country, playing exhibition games and helping to pave the way for future generations of black players. The late 1940s saw Satchel Paige make his long-awaited debut in the major leagues, pitching for the Cleveland Indians in 1948 at the age of 42. Despite his advanced age, Satchel proved that he still had plenty to offer, going 6-1 with a 2.48 ERA and helping the Indians win the American League pennant. He made his first World Series appearance on October 6, 1948, pitching in relief against the Boston Braves and earning a save in Game 5. Satchel's major league career spanned 6 seasons, during which he pitched for the Indians, St. Louis Browns, and Kansas City Athletics. While his statistics were not always spectacular, he remained a fan favorite, with his charismatic personality and competitive spirit making him a beloved figure in every city he played. On September 25, 1953, Satchel pitched his final game in the major leagues, starting for the Kansas City Athletics against the Detroit Tigers and leaving to a standing ovation after allowing just 1 run in 5 innings. As Satchel Paige's playing career drew to a close, he began to focus on his legacy, working tirelessly to promote the history of the Negro Leagues and the achievements of its players. In 1965, he was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame, becoming the first player from the Negro Leagues to receive this honor. Satchel's induction ceremony, held on August 9, 1971, was a testament to his enduring impact on the game, with many of his contemporaries and admirers in attendance to celebrate his remarkable career. As Satchel Paige's playing career came to a close, he continued to be an ambassador for the game, traveling extensively and sharing his experiences with audiences across the country. In 1966, he published his autobiography, Maybe I'll Pitch Forever, which offered a unique glimpse into his life and career. The book was a critical success, with many praising Paige's candid and introspective storytelling. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Satchel Paige remained a beloved figure in baseball, attending games, signing autographs, and regaling fans with tales of his playing days. He was a regular at old-timers games, where he would often pitch an inning or two, still throwing heat and dazzling the crowd with his signature hesitation pitch. In 1978, he was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest civilian honor bestowed by Congress in recognition of his contributions to baseball and American culture. In his later years, Paige suffered from a variety of health problems, including diabetes and high blood pressure. Despite these challenges, he remained active and engaged, continuing to attend baseball games and events whenever possible. On June 8, 1982, Satchel Paige passed away at the age of 75, surrounded by his family in Kansas City, Missouri. His death was met with an outpouring of tributes and condolences from across the baseball world, as players, coaches, and fans alike remembered his incredible career and lasting impact on the game. Today, Satchel Paige is remembered as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history, a trailblazer who paved the way for future generations of African-American players. His legacy extends far beyond his playing career, however, as he remains an iconic figure in American culture, symbolizing perseverance, determination, and the power of sports to transcend racial and social barriers. The Satchel Paige All-Stars, a barnstorming team that Paige founded in the 1960s, continues to tour the country, promoting baseball and providing opportunities for young players to develop their skills. In 1999, Major League Baseball announced the creation of the Satchel Paige Award, which is presented annually to the top rookie pitcher in each league. The award serves as a testament to Paige's enduring influence on the game and his commitment to nurturing and developing young talent. In 2006, the United States Postal Service issued a commemorative stamp honoring Satchel Paige, featuring a portrait of the legendary pitcher in his iconic Kansas City Monarchs uniform. As the years pass, Satchel Paige's legend continues to grow, inspiring new generations of baseball fans and players. His story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of perseverance, hard work, and dedication, both on and off the field. Despite the many challenges he faced throughout his life, Paige remained a towering figure in baseball, leaving behind a legacy that will continue to inspire and captivate audiences for generations to come. As he once said, "Age is a case of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter," a testament to his timeless legacy that continues to captivate audiences today. With a career spanning decades, countless accolades, and a lasting influence on the game, Satchel Paige's story serves as a powerful reminder that, with hard work, perseverance, and dedication, we can overcome even the most daunting obstacles and achieve greatness. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.